There seems to be no end to the bumps. You see one, you scratch it, you see another one, you pop it, the constant bone deep itching and torture of the tiny or large bumpy blisters coming to the surface is awful, and it affects everything you do. It's all along the sides of your fingers, your fingertips, your nail bed, the back of your palm, the back of your hand, on your feet, and don't even mention when dealing with the cracked raw skin that comes after bursting these blisters. But there is hope, guys, to get rid of them, and I'll be providing some instant relief strategies and treatment. Hi guys, I'm Ada and welcome to my channel where we focus on healing eczema from my hands to my mouth through natural treatments and most of all, no steroids. Let's get into this. So firstly, let me show you some pics of my dyshidrotic eczema on my skin. So as you can see, my skin is raw, it's sore, it's darkened, it's peeling away, it's crusty, it's itching, and it's not pleasant. It is just so bad. I was in hell. Now in the next pic, you can see the bumps emerging. My fingers just look swollen, darkened, just basically horrific. Needless to say, it got so much worse from then on. So what are the common symptoms of this awful skin condition? Tiny or large, watery filled blisters that can look skin colored, purplish grey or brown or red, brittle nails that can be discolored, brown or even greenish, intense bone deep itching that takes over your whole body. But you know what? It feels so good to give into that itch sometimes. Burning, prickling sensation, raw, cracked, broken, weeping, peeling, oozing skin that is just so sore, darkened skin, hyperpigmentation and hypopigmentation, nail infection, pain, swelling, and tenderness around the nail, which is what happened to me. It can also be pus filled and an abscess can actually form. You can also get skin infections by the scratching of the blisters. The openings in the skin can occur, allowing germs to get inside. And if you have yellow crustings on your hand, that can be a sign of an infection, which I also had. So these itchy blisters form in response to inflammation of the skin. And notice where these itchy blisters are, they always occur in the hands or the feet. And it can be said that because these areas have a high number of sweat glands, there's theories to say that actually it could be because of abnormal sweating. Also why you may find that if you're in contact with water a lot or excessive chemicals, or you're just a very excessive sweater, that they show up in extreme heat. I'm going to go through some common and not so common triggers right now. So number one has to be chronic stress. These can trigger blisters. Your eczema can just flare up when you're under immense stress. So just be mindful to keep calm. And if you want to find out more about the stress and eczema connection, do check my link on screen because I did make a video about that. Allergies, right? Hand products, makeup, hand wash, foods, plants, seafood, rebound steroid effect. Having too much steroids can make the inflammation even worse. Seasonal, so I tend to get flare-ups every year when the season change from cold to hot, and I'm dealing with a situation right now. Gluten, so dairy, soy, seafood, overconsumption of these can cause problems. Citrus fruits, candida overgrowth, high sugar, high processed diet can disrupt the gut here. Nickel and cobalt, so metal sensitivities, pollen, wet work, if you work in a hair salon or a bartender, and also artificial nails. In terms of my trigger that caused such a severe outbreak, it was a combination of a seasonal flare that I get every year with a high sugar diet and a reaction to a plant that I touched and kojic acid. So it was all these things that I think contributed to my, hellish hand experience. But what about some immediate strategies that we can use right now to get ourselves on the way to recovery and to get rid of our itchy fluid-filled blisters? I'm going to give you 4 instant relief strategies you can try right now. The first one being cold therapy. If you find yourself in that locked in mindset zone of just itching and itching, I want you to stop, because I want you to wrap some ice cubes on a cloth and apply it to your skin for about 10 to 15 minutes in short intervals. What it actually does, the cold actually constricts the blood vessels in that area, which reduces the blood flow temporarily. This can decrease inflammation and redness, helping to calm down the inflammatory response. Coldness of the ice cubes also acts as a numbing agent, so it just reduces that sense of itchiness and pain, and it can also help to prevent the buildup of blisters, reduce swelling, and also it feels so good just to put something cold on your skin. The second one being pop an antihistamine pill. I actually never ever did this. When my itching took hold, I just kind of, had to deal with it. Antihistamines such as Zyrtec, Benadryl, Claritin actually reduce the itching by countering the action of histamine, which is a chemical released by immune cells in response to irritation or allergens, and it can help by really minimizing the itching and allergic triggers. Number three is steroids. So now personally, I would never ever touch a steroid again, but it is still an option for you to try and treat those itchy blisters. And if you are going to try a steroid, make it the one that is the lowest potency of them all, which is hydrocortisone, and just use it minimally. Don't go beyond the time frame to use it. Number four is moisturizing the right way. Now, after washing your hands, immediately go and apply some moisturizer while it's still damp. So Cetaphil and CeraVe are great options with this, or you can go for an emollient like Epiderm, or even just plain Vaseline, and it really works well to lock in that moisture. And don't forget to follow up with some gloves for that extra moisture application, or socks if it's on your feet. There are also natural treatments that you can try, and these are my best type of treatments because they're just way too overlooked. It can really help to treat dyshidrotic eczema without the nasty side effects of steroids. So I'm going to give you my top 3 natural remedies right now that I love to use. So the first one is colloidal oatmeal, which is my go-to treatment. They give instant relief to the itchiness, bubble blisters. It's amazing. You're going to grab a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons and mix it with water into a paste and apply it directly on your blisters. You just feel the instant soothing of this product, and you no longer feel the need to itch because oatmeal has great soothing and moisturizing and hydrating properties that stop the itching in its tracks, along with it being an anti-inflammatory. And also, you can also apply this paste overnight, wash it off in the morning, and then apply your moisturizer. The next one is shea butter. If you haven't yet discovered the healing power of shea butter, now is the time to hear about it. I mean, raw, unrefined shea butter is highly beneficial for eczema due to its rich content of moisturizing fatty acids, anti-inflammatory compounds, vitamins that support and heal the skin barrier. In fact, a lot of products do contain shea butter in them. So whenever your hands feel dry, itchy, your hands or your feet feel dry or itchy, just apply some on those areas and massage it and work it in. The next one is Manuka honey. It is just magnificent. I mean, Manuka honey holds so many benefits. It has unique antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, wound healing properties and moisturizing. It's the perfect choice to tackle those itchy, bumpy blisters that just don't seem to go away. And the higher the MGO, which is the better, because that is the unique chemical compound found in the honey that make it ideal to treat eczema and a wide range of issues. So I'll just apply a little small bit to the area, work it in, leave it in for as long as you wish, and then wash it off and apply a moisturizer. But to get the maximum benefits of this, leave it overnight. Get a gauze, gloves, wear socks, and then wake up in the morning to nice and refreshed, soft, supple skin. And make sure to apply a moisturizer as well. So we have covered some really good instant relief strategies and natural treatments, which are great options that give our skin relief from the itching and the scratching so that eventually our skin will heal and be on the road to recovery. But let's think long term and what we can do to really help ourselves. The first thing I would say is mindset. Speak positively over your skin and really say that your skin will heal and get better. Have consistency and patience. I know it's so hard to see your skin go through what it's going through, but know that true healing takes long time to heal. So keep up with your strategies, and in the long term, you'll see improvements with your dyshidrotic eczema. And always take pictures to see your progress and see how your skin is healing. Reduce alcohol and smoking and avoid it completely if you can. Make sure you're taking multivitamins that include vitamin D, vitamin A, fish oil. Start exercising. Just get moving, move your body. We live such sedentary lifestyles. I know I work from home most days, so I do try and get my workout in 3 times a week, but going for a walk, just being active can help with your skin. Gloves for everything. Now, I mean everything: cleaning, dishwashing, bathing yourself. Use gloves to protect your hands from all of that. You don't want to be triggered by anything, and gloves is a perfect way for that protection. Allergy testing, right? You can find out exactly what's causing you to flare up so you can avoid it for good. Dietary. Avoid excess gluten, dairy, soy, high sugar, high processed foods, as we know that they can be triggering. And also consider an elimination diet if it's really severe. Stress management. Right, we know stress can impact eczema exponentially. So I want you to try yoga, calming music, aromatherapy, have massages, reduce your stress in your life. And again, cut people off who need to be cut off. Now, if nothing is working for you and you're consistently suffering from bad flare ups after flare ups and nothing is helping you to reduce the inflammation, the itchiness, the blisters, then definitely go see a dermatologist and get professional help. Dyshidrotic eczema can be managed. It just takes the right amount of combination of treatments and triggers and avoidance. So start with identifying the triggers, right? Use the cold compresses, use the immediate relief techniques that I have mentioned, and don't forget to protect your hands with gloves. And most of all, be patient with the healing process. Be patient with yourself. And if you found this helpful, guys, drop a like, leave a comment. And what treatments have worked for you or have not worked for you? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.